said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It's complete to the left. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on third. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And that That incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Connection to the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Davis. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He'll return it from around the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. White wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. From the gun. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
White going to attack through the air. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. White wants to throw it. Under fire. Oh, he got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's marked. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Most every defense is worried about the big play, giving up the big play to the wide receivers down the field. That's why I think it's important to milk these tight ends on these short routes to keep the sticks moving, to stay ahead of the chains, and just to keep my offense in rhythm.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. He's going to let it go. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties in line.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Canes are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. White going to attack through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical. Defense, it brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
It'll be third and long. The give to Davis. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally
intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10.
6-9-1, Gators score!
They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That's caught. It's Hansen. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing right, and his first pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Under fire. This time he's got it. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Canes in the hurry up.
Second down coming up.
Clear!
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Pringle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that we had.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
and they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Maryland. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it at the 30, still running. All by himself down the middle.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They'll ride Davis here. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They forced another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it at the 30. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll line up to go for 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. Still looking, on the move. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. So here comes the Michigan offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds his tight end. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Makes the catch. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. From the gun. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. Turning it on! He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a second and long. He leaves it with his back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They want that clock to run.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Making side adjustments here. A design run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second down coming up.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now. And, man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Can't get him to the ground. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On target over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Pocket breaking down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this game.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that note.